Not sure what my phone died, just temporarily. But anyway, this is a four square, I don't know what they call that. Not sure we got this, so I'm just going to get a picture of it. I don't know when the phone turned itself off, but anyway, we'll read the Alicia Baxter, Carol Wood, circa 1853. Alicia Baxter was an Arkansas governor. And I think there's another house a block over that belonged to him or his family too. And this one is for sale. I don't know how much, but occasionally these houses come up for sale. This one over here, this white one across the street, just sold approximately, probably right before Christmas. Sold it. It had a name too. I'll have to go and get the date. But this one is a house with a turret. I believe it's got a tower on the side. Look at that old trees, old magnolia. Huge. These are, in case anybody doesn't know, hitching posts. And most of them had rings on the top so you could tie off your horse or your buggy. Oh yeah, here's the ring. So you put the stirrups or the straps through there to tie it down your horse, your wagon. This is the John W. Farrell House, 1901. Jim and Alice Lytle. Look at that. Isn't that nice? Oh, the shingles look like they might have been original. You reckon they'd last that long? Probably. They used to make stuff back then. This house just has the best feel to it. And one of these houses, I'm not sure which one, they claim had a underground entrance to go down to our creek down here called Polk Bayou, which used to be a little waterway for Bates. It was very important to Batesville trade in the beginning years. Batesville was founded the early 1800s. Another hitching post. But anyways, we'll go see if I can't read the sign of this house over here. So, we're gonna walk very carefully. I'm trying to not take up too much time because, I don't know how to edit, but I'm gonna have to try. Yeah, so we have the Bizzle Smith, 1907. Now my husband and I actually looked at this house and we loved it. He thought he could do some nice improvements. I said, Kitty. He thought he could do some nice improvements there, but we're too old and it was too big. We need a smaller house at our age. Something with no upstairs. We're getting to that point where, stairs will be hard. Frierson House, 1893. Dig this here wrought iron fence. Nice. Love it. Love it. There's so many great houses here. And I'm coming down here to the Pleasant Hill. This just sold a couple years ago. They did some major big improvements with this. They put some cleared, I think it's like an acre of land with this, or half an acre. Big old garage out back, put a big swimming pool, which to me is kind of modern for what the house, you know what I mean. Called Pleasant Hill, Kerrigan McGuire House, 1857. Beautiful, beautiful blue. And of course that post was built modern. It's not part of it, but isn't that pretty? I love the houses with the verandas upstairs. I grew up in one similar to that. And over here, I think somebody was just talking about this house. This is nice. Check out that upstairs on the 3rd floor. Look at the windows. The original windows. Brick. Yeah, the Cook Morrow House, 1909. And look at the big old tree. Special. I love these good old sturdy houses. Oh yeah, and they've got their post for hitching up. And at one time, I think this ground was probably a little bit higher off the ground than the street. But there's this hitching post all through here. My daughter, funny story, my daughter when she was little used to walk down here with her. And she came up here and she put her hand on one of these and she said, "Mama, I know what this is." And I said, "What is that?" And she said, "That's where they used to tie up their jacksasses." She's about 3-4 years old. I thought that was funny. One of those things you never forget. But anyway, she was pretty smart to figure that one out. So, I'm gonna go over here and check out the date. Now, I've been inside some of these houses, and I'll tell you what, they are gorgeous, and people really do a good job decorating and keeping them up. So, this is the Fawnville Jameson house, built in 1915. It's got a widow's watch up there. That 3rd floor window. Fawnville Jameson house, 1915. I thought that house might be a little older than that, but it's not. Oh, here we go. We're gonna crisscross again. There's a house. I'm trying to do both sides of the street at one time, and a lot of walking involved. So sorry if I'm jiggling you around too much. Cross now. So we'll go over here. See this? This one's got a turret. I love the houses with the towers. It just looks so Victorian. This was the. Look at the look at the windows around the door. Isn't that neat? This is the Fitzhugh Jeffrey Yeager house, 1890. Yes, Victorian. Victorian, they've got it so cute. And yeah. Oh yeah, look at that tower. Very sweet. I think there's a little cookhouse out back of this. I don't know. One of them had a little cookhouse, and I've heard that's where the underground tower was. And one of these houses actually has some graves in the backyard, because people used to do that before modern days. You didn't have much choice. Now this one's been here. This is newer compared to the ones, but it's the John Moody house, built in 1963, and at this point, this house is nearly as old as I am, so it's a very historical home too. And there's a sign on this one. See if I can walk myself over here and figure out what it is. And we have to wait on cars, so get these two. And then more shaky. Here we go. I hate people that film without a selfie, and I'm doing it today because I just did this at the last minute, but I may be able to do a better video later. Okay, this is the Moore McCaleb house, built in 1872. Let me get a little closer. There's the sign. And here's the house. And it appears to be 2 stories with an attic. Now, some of these houses, and I'll show you some later, actually might have had another story at one time. And possibly because of fire or storm, they had to remove a top story. Not all of us, a few of them in town were that way. This one is the Maxfield Evans house, 1872. Yeah. That is big. Big house. Oh yeah, here's two of my I have no favorites. They're all beautiful. But wow. Some that I've always really admired over there across the street, especially. And wait for traffic again. Got a lot of water running off from somewhere. Sorry about the noise. Big truck. Probably diesel. So, here we go. And they're flying their support flag for the Ukraine right now. This is, Governor Alicia Baxter, Sandage, 1859. I mean, how many houses? Didn't I just... I don't know how many houses had his name on it. It seems like I just said something about that. And then I know there's one over on another street. I thought it was Alicia Baxter. I'm going to cross the street again. Here we go. Let me get a view of this. Now, if I had to pick my number one favorite, it would